what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fillet off the backbone. And the way that you do it is by you make a little tiny cut up top, and then come over. You want to learn how to do it?
Yeah.
You're going to try it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm making little tiny cuts, and I'm on the top of the backbone. I'm not going in deep. And you can see.
Like you can feel the backbone on you hit it.
Yeah. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Come on, step on the left side and do exactly what I was doing, but be real careful. The only idea is just to open up a seam. Okay?
All right. Oh yeah.
You can feel the backbone down, right? Yeah. You're doing good. Keep going. She's better at it than I am.
I can tell. Yeah, you really.
Now lift it. Just come up. Just make sure you don't go down too deep. In other words, you're on the line. Just stay on top of that backbone. Okay? So the idea here is going to be to just get the fillet off, and then there's a lot of good meat that we'll probably mess around with. Stop there. Let me explain.
The scales.
Yeah, the scales are pretty cool.
Oh.
Okay. You have to go on the other side of me, but here's the deal. So this is the evacuation port, okay, for the fish. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to open up the stomach and all that stuff. You can avoid it, all right, because you want to keep the fish clean. So I'm going to go through, all right, on top of the backbone, all right, this is a fat fish. I'm staying on top of the rib cage, and I'm behind that pore, the anal pore of the fish. And that means all the guts and stuff are in front of it. So this part is going to be clean. And what you do is you push the knife down along the bone, and I'm going to let you do it, okay? Put your hand on the fish.
Wow.
Put your other hand on the knife. Now point the knife like a little bit, not really hard. That's it.
Oh,
and then slide, and then like lift it. It'll want to go up, and then you go back down. Like in other words, you're going over the ribs.
There we go. You got it.
You see it, right? You feel it now.
I think so, but I'm stuck.
No, yeah. If you're stuck, you went into a bone. All right. So here's what you want to do. You want to not go quite that far down. All right. I'm sort of like this.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
There's another half.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have a good line, except for one spot right there. It's on top of the ribs. All right. And now we can take this first fillet off, or we can start to. All right.
Yeah.
So I made a cut here to start. I'm gonna do the same thing. I have to move the scale to make the cut. And now I'm gonna.
Do you never like take the scales off?
Some people do. It makes a huge mess, and I'm not gonna leave the skin on. And the reason is simple, because the PCBs, PAHs, and heavy metals that are like part of our life. Okay, they bioaccumulate in the fat, and that's between the skin and the. So you know why you like chicken? Because it's all right. That's why you don't want. That's the part of the structure you don't want to eat with pelagics. Now, that said, every now and then, if I have a, some people over, it's pretty dramatic to serve a whole fish, and I know Jose. That's how Jose likes it, right? Like whole fish.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, the whole vitamins and minerals and whatever.
Listen,
stuff from the
further
fish.
you move from the coast and sailboaters, the less people like whole fish. They like mostly they eat shrimp and salmon fillets.
Yeah.
Not scallops at $29 a pound. Most people aren't. Yeah. But Alaska pollock. And then if they're dumb, tilapia. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing pretty good. All right. And now this is a rib cage. So I'm pushing the same way as I was doing before. I'm trying to keep the knife on top of the rib. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Right. And as I said, I'm not really like trimming this for market. I'm trimming it for us.
Yeah.
Okay. So. And you can see, I'm on top of the ribs, right? You can actually see them. Jose, if you want it, you can come over and see it. But okay. And now this is the natural place where the fillet is going to end, and it transitions into the belly. I probably could have cut a little more. Okay.
Wow, that's a big fillet.
I could have cut more, but I didn't want to. Now look, this is depressing but true.
Oh, that's,
That, of course.
is that the caviar right
Those
there?
are the eggs, yeah.
Oh,
But they're
is it?
not for this year. They'd be for next year. And this fish, you know, fortunately was in the slot, but it's a female, and I wish that it wasn't. On the other hand, the regs don't make a distinction, and so
Hello.
it's just size. Okay, so what we're going to do, you're going to take a plastic bag. Actually, you know what? We'll do that in a bit. We'll do that afterwards. Let's see. I just want to keep. Yeah, you won't do. I want to keep this fillet out of the way, because if I do open up the fish, this fillet hasn't been touched by anything inside it.
Yeah.
You know, a long time ago, a reporter trying to play gotcha with me took the striped bass and had it brought to a laboratory where they froze it and did a transect of the bass.
Yeah.
That means cut this
Yeah.
way, and saw if they could culture bacteria. And they found that it had fecal coliform bacteria. And they called me up, and I said, "Yeah, nothing personal. You just transected the fish's colon and asshole, and you ended up with fecal coliform bacteria." And he goes, "Oh, do I feel dumb?"
Like,
And I said, "Yeah." So the fillets are what you want to eat. These fish are very clean. They don't stay in one place for very long. They move from, you know, this fish probably from the Chesapeake bag to, see, when he came by before and said, "You cut yourself and it was really bad," that it wasn't my blood that he saw. All right, so I'm gonna start it, and then I'm gonna let you do it. You ready?
okay.
Okay, so because I'm gonna.
How do you pick where to start it?
Well, come here. You could start it all the way up. Go
Oh,
push
but you
real
can
hard.
do where the
Just
head
put-
is.
Right from
Oh,
the,
Right?
yeah.
right
You
from
got
the
it?
beginning.
Okay, you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay, just remember that you want to sort of poke around the scale so that
Okay.
you can get it. Okay, good.
Yeah, the scales are
Just be careful of your hands.
hard.
That's all I care about. Okay.
like that.
Yep. And now you're going to start to cut down towards the backbone. No,
Yes.
let me start
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yes,
All right, you got it. So what I want to do is I want to push down till I get, and it's a little harder because there's nothing pushing it up anymore. I want to just make sure that we're on top of the backbone.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's not very thick. Just
Right,
like
because
this
we took the
much.
fillet off. Right.
Yeah. Scales over there.
Yep, they're going to be straight. All right, so stay on top of the
Yep.
backbone. You know where to go. And then you can keep cutting all the way past the
You go fish.
fork. Yep.
Like
Don't go
fish.
too deep though. The way that you end up cutting open the fish by mistake is by trying to make your first cut too deep.
Oh.
You're doing good. You can do what you did. I'm having fun.
You too.
Yeah, it's a lot more
Of
fun
course,
to
it's
teach
nice.
someone
I
to
love
clean
it.
fish
I
than
love
it
it
is
as
to
well.
clean a fish.
That's nice. Yeah.
Okay, what's this tattoo? I'm not going to touch.
It's a birch tree.
It's a birch tree? Cool.
When I was growing up, my mom was really into medicinal plants.
Yep.
And so she would make us like a lot of birch salves and birch teas and stuff.
Are we
when
talking
we had,
about like gray birch or
Uh,
silver birch?
like a silver birch
I love
normally?
silver birch,
Yeah, is what we had on our property, and I have 3 sisters, so I got 5 leaves for my parents and my sisters.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Are you from here from Massachusetts?
I'm from Maine,
Oh, from Maine.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
but not the
Okay.
coast.
but not the coast.
Yeah,
I'm from like
you know.
farm Maine.
Okay, stop for 1 sec. Are you past
There you
the floor? Look in the other, you know, the
I
bottom
have no
of the fish.
idea.
Yeah, you'll
Oh.
see. No, you don't even have to be that dramatic. Let me try.
Ooh.
No,
I don't even know what I'm looking
look
for.
good. Yeah, you're looking for the fish's ass,
Oh,
which is
Right here. Right here.
right there.
Right there,
This?
yeah.
Yep.
Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Okay, so if you're past it, then we're ready to push
Okay.
through. All right.
Yep.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm staying over the ribs. You push through.
All the way.
Okay. And then I'm gonna let you do it.
Oh, gosh, start
don't
doing this
push
thing
so
again.
hard. Don't push so hard though.
Okay.
Push down, and move. The goal is moving back. Yeah. So
think I'm
most
doing
That's
every
to the
now and
goal.
then you'll feel a little bump. Push down a little harder, and then come back up. You got it. You're doing good. This is called ripping a fillet.
I don't even know if I'm doing it.
You're doing fine.
I think
Remember,
I'm missing a lot of stuff.
we're gonna get what's left, and we're gonna put it on that green tray, and we're gonna mix it with wasabi and ponzu, and then we're gonna make some
I'm gonna.
sashimi.
No, I'm gonna
do
have
this
my
part. This
soup
part
from
gets
there.
a little messy.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
want
take
the
it.
head?
I want the whole, the rest
Yeah,
of it.
you-
So
You want
soup,
the
then.
we call the frame and the head. That's great. You're gonna
that's
do
it. Yes.
Okay.
I wanna make a
Sorry, I
nice
think
little
we're about to
soup.
go
that is
over.
the head. that is the best
fishing.
part for that.
Yeah, I know.
Until you find the eyeball floating around.
I know. Have you eaten those?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll get you a bag and we'll bag that whole fish.
So you put the fins in there and everything. too.
Yeah, no, just
So-
nice and clean and boop.
There we go.
Yep. I'm here for not
Hello,
wasting
good
any of
morning.
it.
Me too. How are you?
That big boy.
Yeah. We having some fun here.
Goldilocks fish.
Gee. See, I was gonna miss this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
So I'm going to let you do it this time.
Okay.
All right. What you want to do is you want to start here, and you want to keep the knife down against the ribs as much as you can.
Right. To have as much.
Glory.
Okay. And you see how gentle I'm doing. I'm not pushing hard.
Just
Okay.
going with the
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to break this fish, so I'm going to do the last little bit.
Okay.
No, but I'm going to let you try it. Okay.
Okay. Whatever.
And remember,
Will do.
if you were going to cook the fish, it wouldn't matter if a little bit of the bile or anything else got in. It's just the way it is, all right? But you can see right here, I don't want to get into that part of the fish.
What is that?
That's just like, stomach juices and stuff like that. So I'm going to avoid it. See, I kept it away from the fillet. See, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because we're going to do sashimi, and we want this fish to be sushi quality. By the way, it's called Suzuki when you buy it. Okay, now look right here. This sort of tells you where the natural is.
Oh, wow.
See where now suddenly the meat's gone?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much the end of the fillet. Okay?
Mhm.
And now we have two pretty good
Dude,
fillets that are
Nice.
clean. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to skin them and bag them,
Okay.
and then we're going to mess with the rest of the fish. Okay? All right. So the one thing you want to learn to do is how to skin a fish.
Sure.
Okay? Because I might say, hey, I'll throw you a fillet. So you want to take the knife, you want to hold the end,
Yeah.
push the knife down to the skin. You can feel it when it gets to the skin. All right?
Yeah.
And in essence, you want to hold the skin,
Like hot.
yeah, and then and keep the knife flat. Come on, try. You see it?
Yeah.
All right?
Oh man, I'm not over the feeling of these scales.
It's gonna be nice.
You're gonna blast them all.
I did pretty good confining the mess on a Whole Foods
gee.
bag.
Wow.
See how to keep your sailfish friends happy.
Does that look okay? Or
Yes,
should
you're
I
doing good,
close
but
it?
yeah, you should push a little bit more down, but don't worry. Well, whatever's left, we're gonna take and put on the tray, okay? And the only thing is, the reason I'm concerned is because the advisory on stripers is that you should limit your intake if you're pregnant or planning on becoming pregnant. So because I'm uncertain about my plans, I limit my intake.
You lit.
That's the advisory. And the advisory is, pretty straightforward, And these fish are clean, but they bioaccumulate. Hold on to the skin and not the fillet. Ignore the fillet. And just push towards the deck.
I wish that this was
You're
flat
doing good.
because I'm trying to push it down, but then the handle gets stuck
So
on
move it further away. And the knife bends.
You go on a flat spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull harder.
There you go.
Let the skin do the work. You're doing fine. Don't worry about this.
Yeah, you're
You're
doing
doing
good.
good.
Yeah,
you're
I feel like I'm back in
Oh,
balance.
you got it. Yeah, it was
really
Yeah.
good. Later on, you can take it home and find the otolith. You know what that is?
No.
It's a stone in gel sac behind the eyeballs that helps the fish tell the difference between up and down. It's part of its balance system. There you are. Stop.
Holy crap! Wow,
Nice job.
that's nice.
Okay, put it over that side.
Yeah.
No, you do the other one. But
I can tell you did
but I
good.
just want you to just see one thing. Okay, now you can do better the next time. Keep your hand. Don't. Yeah, I just wanted to know.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, you could have done better, but we're not leaving anything.
Okay.
Because this goes right now into the trimmings section.
Ooh.
And now, this is the part that's most important.
Yeah.
Fillet
Just back in the
and
water,
release.
Cute.
and then
Can I just say something? The reason that I feel fairly environmentally responsible about this is that I caught and kept one fish and then I stopped fishing for stripers.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, technically I caught that fish yesterday, so I could catch another one today. And Patty has a license, and I think you have a license, and Jose had to get a license. there's plenty of fish here.
Yeah.
Why would we, you know? So the
Yeah, you can
idea,
be greedy.
and the problem is that even though I use extremely appropriate tackle, small hooks, barbless, I know what I'm doing and have a lot of experience on this, a certain percentage of the fish that you release die, even if they swim away.
Really?
Yeah, from stress.
Yeah, no
And
kidding.
And so if you catch 100 fish, and 7%,
Yeah.
okay, is your mortality rate, and you can only keep one, you're keeping one, but you're letting 7 dead fish.
Yeah.
And so you got to sort of balance it. Okay, you know how to do it. Go
Here we
for
go.
it. Make your cut here and don't, yeah. You
Let's
want
scoot that a little bit.
Yep. You want to start. Yeah, get it where you want, where you're comfortable. It's all a question of like.
You know what I like about her? She's very into it. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
I
she's
want to
doing
learn
it.
this.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I gotta.
If you stop making that bad face too.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I
What's-
realized that I should probably get over it because I grew up on a farm. Like, we did this with chickens all the time. I've killed chickens, pigs, all that stuff. So it's not like that crazy.
No, but and it's also once once you have little fish guts or blood on your hands,
Big deal.
yeah, then but you understand what I mean?
So
then
you-
suddenly it's real and it's not like some weird
And you're
thing.
like, all right, I'm already gutsy, so we've got. We're covered in guts anyway, so we might as well just go. And besides, you know, I live on a sailboat, so
Yeah, you have to know how to do all this. You know, one day you're gonna have to do it on your own.
yeah, exactly.
You're gonna
Yeah,
cut a
hold on to-
fish.
Yeah, don't hold
Yeah,
on to the flag.
yeah,
Hold
go-
I
on.
want to know
yeah,
how
go-
well I'm doing,
You're
you know?
good.
Yeah,
don't
go.
worry about it.
Yeah,
Like
go a
checking
little
my
more.
progress.
Yeah.
You can be even bolder. Push down harder.
Yeah.
You just don't want to cut through the skin, but it's hard to do. And keep pushing down and pull. Like almost you don't have to move your knife. You can almost, if you understand what I'm saying.
Kind of just,
Yeah.
Exactly.
kind of just.
Okay, we get a good grip on it.
You can also, you know, people with different types of fish with tuna or something that you can't get a grip on, you use a fork or something to hold it down.
How are we doing?
You're doing really
Pretty
Oh
good,
no!
better than last time.
You did better. You
Now
got
remember
you got the hell of it.
Here's the thing, okay? The dark meat is the fat. And on this fish, it tastes really good, but again, it's not the best part of the fish for you from a health point of view.
Yeah, no.
So, one thing that you might do is rip it a little bit less tight, and then take the part with the fat and give it to the old guy.
Yeah, no, but she's doing great.
I feel like I'm kind of
Oh yeah. Oh, nice,
moving.
No, trust me, you are rocking.
nice and clean. That's wow, unbelievable.
Hey, fool me once. Come on, we're gonna get it a second time.
That's right, well.
Okay. Here we
It's
go.
always the first time, you know.
Yeah,
Is this
that
the
was
first fish you've ever cleaned up?
Yeah, I don't even know if I've touched a fish before that's dead, to be
Touched the
honest.
fish? Like, so you ever cooked fish?
Like, not a whole fish.
Okay, I got it. I mean, you have touched the fish. Tough touch
Yeah,
the fish.
I've got, you know, like,
Whoa, look at that. It's
Shit,
brilliant.
way better this
Not
time.
much.
You get to release it too.
Now you get.
Pay it forward.
Have
There you go,
them,
fishies. See ya.
And we have lobsters and crabs and other stuff under the boat that's going to eat that.
Nice.
I know it's ridiculous, but some of the federal regulators seem to think that we should take this and put it in a plastic bag and put it in the garbage, which strikes me as kind of stupid.
Huh.
All right, so now the next thing to do is to remember that there are no bones in this fillet right now
Okay.
because we cut around the ribs and the backbone. But you could end up with scales, and you don't want them.
Yep.
So I figure she just did awesome.
You did it?
Yeah,
She
she
did
did.
great.
Watching her do it.
Yeah,
I was.
yeah, we're videotaping it. Hey,
So-
shoot.
Yeah, I know.
I am.
Okay,
I am. I'm shitting.
come
I'm
on. We're
shitting.
gonna cut.
Alright.
Okay, so there are a few little bones right here that I'll take out.
Okay.
But I'm gonna figure that.
Yeah, like a meal-sized
Yeah.
chunk, you know?
Exactly. And I want to point out that there are some bones on this fillet because I ripped it pretty quickly. Hup. And so I think I'm gonna, since I know who's getting it, I'm gonna take the bone out. And I'm putting that with the scraps, so now there's no bones. Mess. Come on, cut it.
Got the steak.
It's pretty good.
You got lime juice and stuff like that on the
Yeah,
boat?
you know it.
What
Although
you
I'm
do?
going to my parents' house this afternoon.
So that's great. So you're gonna pick some fillets.
You're gonna have you can make a ceviche.
Yeah. Yeah, okay,
Nice
so there's
ceviche.
nothing in there. So.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do
pretty
next. Take the big plastic bag. Put it all. We're gonna put it in one bag now, and we're gonna put it in the ice while we deal with the rest of the fish. Okay.
Nice, lovely.
Him in there.
At $29 a pound for fresh striped bass.
Thank you, fishy.
Yeah, I gotta say, we did pretty good. See that one piece of
A little scale.
scale? Yeah. Just watch out for scales. If you get a scale in your mouth, eat a piece of bread.
Wow, nice and fresh.
Just got my nails done yesterday.
You did your nails?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's good. You could, if you lose a nail, you can always tape one of these over.
Oh my god.
And put it
Oh,
on.
there you go. There's natural acrylics. Perfect.
And they're much less
The
expensive.
whole agency.
Yeah, actually, if we could keep bigger bass, I could get you a scale that would be the
You're gonna
exact
get start
size.
selling nails.
All
All right. Then my
so
friends would really
I'm
think I'm
putting
fat.
this in here. Stay cold. And now, this is kind of the next level. So the best part of the fish is the belly. All right. It's the fattiest part of the fish. If you ever had tuna, you'd know that tuna belly is extremely popular. So what I want to do right now is I want to get the belly off this fish, and I want to get it off without getting too much of the guts on the belly, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge.
Ooh.
And that's the egg sac, okay? And that means that there's caviar in there.
There's like this much margin there.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, if I cut the egg sac, I'm in trouble. It's not that much of a problem.
No.
I'll tell you. I mean, the other approach, and one that's usually pretty effective, is to just cut here in front of the.
Wow. There's just so much meat on this fish.
There is.
Yeah. Well.
And then I'm gonna try to take the whole belly off in one piece, or more or less in one piece, if I can. Yeah, I did it.
Hey.
I did pretty good. All right.
Oh my gosh. Ah, the guts.
Well, I want to know one thing. I am gonna keep the egg sac because, again, why wouldn't I? Since the fish is dead.
Makes good bait.
No, it makes an incredible. It's roe.
Oh,
It's caviar.
It's yummy.
Caviar.
It's really yummy. I mean, I'm gonna cook it. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, I'm gonna just tell you, that's the colon,
Mhm.
and it goes to there. You see? And we didn't break it.
Nice.
That's the important thing on this. Okay.
Wow.
Is because that's where any bacteria is going to be. There's a like on people, all your your insides are inside a sac. They're not just sort of sitting there,
Oh, you bacteria there.
right?
Yeah.
I just did that really good.
Well.
Okay, this is a fairly large roe sac. There's two.
Which one's the
The yellow.
which one's the egg?
These are the eggs.
These are both eggs?
Yes,
oh
ma'am.
wow.
Overs.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of eggs.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep.
Well, that would be a lot of fish.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important that we, do everything that we can to protect these
To
fish.
protect them.
And even you gotta understand, I used to catch a lot of fish, and I can still catch a lot of fish, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as you follow the rules. But I know what the consequences are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna, for sure, try to minimize them as much as I can. There are two ways to deal with this, but the first way is to get a small plastic bag. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And what if you were gonna make caviar, which striper caviar isn't that good. Yeah.
Wow.
They're pretty heavy.
Which one's the best caviar though?
Sturgeon.
Sturgeon.
Yeah, or, it's the best.
Mm.
Okay. So now, this is a sort of a pain in the butt to deal with.
Well, it's got bones. No.
It's
No.
yeah. There's a lot of bones.
A lot of
And
bones.
okay. So I'm gonna put this away in in one of the small plastic bags.
Well, that's for the soup. That's I'm still thinking on the soup.
Well, yeah, you want a piece, right? Pretty soon. Okay. All right.
Dreaming of the soup already.
I
You can
am.
think of it.
I'm gonna take a little bit of the. Listen, Jose. There's the.
You know the way it feels. It's
See
like
this?
you are not a city.
see
You
this?
you're not a
Like-
city girl. Yeah. That's the thing. You're one of mine. I'm like I'm
I
almost
want
thinking.
it. Yeah. I want to eat it.
Yeah.
Right. It's like honestly, I don't. My food doesn't come in a plastic bag.
Me neither. I'm just like whatever.
Okay. So. This is. Hold on, I'm doing something
Wow.
for you guys. I'm about to give you a piece of something. So you want the? It's up to you. I have the liver and all of the insides. If you want the soup, I don't think you want them. You
Yeah,
want them
well,
out, right?
Yeah, we want them out.
You
Yeah.
want them out.
Yeah.
You want the liver?
You know, it's interesting. For some species of fish, I need you to do me a favor.
Wow, that's a big liver though.
Yeah, don't put it too near the fillets, though.
So it's a clean liver. No, I don't see no roses.
No, yeah, no, there's no, no, that's right. I'm throwing this out.
Go ahead.
What is
That was the stomach and all
Just
the
the
other
stomach
stuff.
and the guts.
What's
And,
this?
And that's the bile.
oh, that,
And
yeah.
that's the thing that you don't want to break.
You don't wanna
if you
break
can
it.
I was
avoid
gonna
it.
say.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we've got instincts for that. I looked at that and I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I don't
That's
think I
the
want to eat
thing.
that.
That's the thing that would turn the fillets yellow.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna go get a bag, and I'm gonna break this here, Jose,
Ooh, go ahead.
and then put it in a bag for you.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Here you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
You got a pot for that? You're just gonna
Yeah.
throw it all in the pot or what?
Of course.
Okay.
Of
Oh,
course.
excuse me.
I'm
He's
good.
gonna give it to his wife. She's gonna.
No, actually, last time I was here, I made
You
my.
did it?
I did it myself.
That's gonna be a good
Oh,
stop.
that
They'll
soup
think
was
about you when you're back
great.
in El
That
Salvador.
thing. Oh, that thing was great. That was the
Oh, he
best.
does have
soup.
little teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I kind of regret that. That was kind of gross. if of anything, that was kind of gross.
Ah, Jesus. How long you guys been on the boat?
Like 2 months basically.
2 months?
Yeah, we sailed the boat down from Maine, well, like 2 months ago, and now we're leaving Olympic October.
You get it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's pretty fun. I go to grad school here, so that's why we're in the area.
What school you go to?
At Brandeis.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice school.
Good, yeah.
A little bit of a hike from
You
here. but
planning to
it's
stay
kinda
here longer, or?
weird. Maybe, but at the same time, you know, my work is remote, his work is remote, so we might just full-time cruise offshore and just work.
You can go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like
Yeah, that's nice.
very
though.
many, like a lot of question marks, but in the best way because we have kind of all the choices. So I feel really grateful.
Right. No, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best way you're gonna.
Yeah.
You can stay on, it's too boring to be on one spot. Even though Boston is nice and everything, but
It is nice, but you know,
Yeah.
I've been here 2.5 years now, so we're good.
time to sail.
Time to see it. See what I needed to see. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
Although
good.
moving here has been pretty cool because being in the deep in the city was not something I was used to, I guess.
Mhm.
So here is almost like kind of a hybrid because you're near the ocean, you can leave if you want, but also you can come into the city.
Right,
so it's
right.
like a little bit nicer.
I hear. Wow, nice.
'Cause I grew up in like the woods, so big change.
Yeah.